everyone. Yesterday it was peeing down with rain and it was gloomy as anything and there was no light in this house. Today the sun is so bright I've had to drop the blind a bit because I just can't see myself. Honestly, UK weather, rubbish. Right, it's December tomorrow. That's terrifying. Where has this year gone? So I need to plan what I'm aiming to read by the end of this year. And I'm having to be realistic because at some point in the next month we are moving and there's Christmas and there's parties to go to and then there's New Year. Again, this year has just gone so fast. So I'm being realistic. Ha ha, she says. And I'm hoping that this is what I will read this month. So bear with me. It would help if all my books were slightly smaller, but never mind. So, The Ember Blade by Chris Wooding. We are reading this, my husband and I, as a bedtime book. It's about a chapter a night at the moment, unless I fall asleep, and then it's really embarrassing because we have to try and catch up from where I remember falling asleep from. That's only because I'm tired, not because I'm bored. I'm tired, people. We will not finish this by the end of the year. We're only here. That's a month's worth reading there. It's not every night, but it's close to it. So we won't finish this by the end of the year, but we want to get through a good chunk of this book before New Year. There are over 800 pages in here. So we're currently on 326, so if we get to about 600, I think that's pretty successful. It's a big epic fantasy story with a lot of character building, a lot of history and landscape setting. I think Lord of the Rings, pretty cool and awesome with a magic system as well, corrupt leadership and a downtrodden people. Muse of Nightmares, I started this back in October. It's the sequel to Strange to Dreamer by Lani Taylor. I have stalled. I have sat now with it at page 215, so I would like to try and finish this before the end of the year. Wish me luck, people, because I've done a video on this. I'm not happy. And The Demon King by Cinda Williams-Chima. I have started this. This is a nice classic fantasy story for the YA audience. There's a lot of setting up in history at the moment, but I'm reckoning it's about to all kick off and get going big time, which is quite cool. So I want to finish that one as well. Now, so the books I'd actually like to read in December, you know, actually start them in December and finish them in December, you know, that is possible, isn't it? There's Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. This is the final book in the Throne of Glass series. This is a whopping 970 pages long. It's a tome. It's massive. But the beauty of these books is they are easy to read. As you can see, they're not particularly heavy text. There's lots of breaks, and the plot just jumps from one character to the next character. So it's quite an easy, quick read. I just haven't picked it up yet because it's so damn heavy. But I do want to finish Throne of Glass, and that would tick one of my targets for my book challenge for the year, to finish a series. This is the big one. Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. This book came out last month. This is actually my very loot copy, which is really, really pretty. But this is a proper sci-fi How to Train Your Dragons kind of storyline, but instead of dragons, it's an AI spaceship. Go with that. I really want to read this, but again, this is a tome. This is over 500 pages. I might set myself too big a target here, but this really appeals to me, and I've wanted to read some Brandon Sanderson for quite a long time now. So the fact this is the start of a new series, it's sci-fi, and Kitty G's review was really positive about it. She's a big Brandon Sanderson fan, but it was a really positive review as well. So I want to get my teeth into this. I'm kind of hoping Fairy Lit will do a read along, because that would probably help a lot of us to get through this book, it being so big. Over Christmas specifically, I would like to read Good Omens by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett before the series comes out on Amazon next year. I have a sneaky suspicion we're going to get it pretty early on in the new year, which would be really cool. I have heard the radio dramatisation by the BBC, which was very entertaining. So I want to read the book before I see the series, because I really want to immerse myself in this world and just experience it from 3 different mediums, really. So I would like to read this over the Christmas. I think it would be a festive book. So it might be my equivalent of Hogfather this year. This is less than 400 pages. I stand a chance. And that's my TBR. I'm being realistic, people. I have so much going on and some pretty big books that to say I'm going to read anything else would just be a lie. I will probably try and read other stuff. I know I probably will pass over some of these books and read something else instead. So, you know, follow me on my blog and on here and see how I'm going. That would be great. All my social media links are in the description box if you want to come and say hi. That'd be nice. I will also link a Booktuber in the description box for you to go and visit and send them some Booktube love. As always, thank you very much for watching and happy reading. Bye.